Dreamcatcher is a special movie for me. The Nostalgia Critic reviewed it recently, and I'm glad he didn't tear it apart in his conclusion. Because I really love Dreamcatcher. I wasn't in the right place when I saw Dreamcatcher in theaters, and yet, when I rewatch it, it always takes me to that special place in me. It's so absurd and outrageous that it fits the outrageous part of me. It's as if the writer, director, and crew know who I am and made Dreamcatcher for me. It has really outrageous moments in it. It's got really wild and crazy aliens and little creatures. And it also has the importance of friendship as it tells the story of four friends who as kids were given special powers from another kid and how they use those powers into adulthood and prepare for an alien invasion. On a side note, it also has Morgan Freeman going insane as a colonel. What I can defend here with Dreamcatcher is that a movie can be as outrageously weird as it needs to be as long as the acting is phenomenal enough to sell it. In the case of Dreamcatcher, the acting is indeed phenomenal enough to sell it. The ending goes outrageously overboard, and yet the acting still makes it believable. The alternate ending on the DVD makes more sense, but again, the acting sells the theatrical ending. A lot of people say Dreamcatcher is far from perfect, and I say it's a perfectly absurd movie made for an audience of one. Me. Not a guilty pleasure, a movie made for me. It's considered horror, but I see it as more of a fantasy horror picture with some sci-fi in it. And that's not to say that there were better movies around the same time as Dreamcatcher with similar elements. The actor Thomas Jane went on to make a better Stephen King horror movie, The Mist, a frightening movie that will leave you speechless. A year before Dreamcatcher, a better alien movie, Signs, came out. And the same year as Dreamcatcher, we were treated to better horror movies like the phenomenal Open Water and the obvious 28 Days Later. I was originally planning to discuss 28 Days Later, but it's recently impacted me on a personal level that I'd rather not talk about. The part of me that loves Dreamcatcher, I feel as if it won't go away. So if you're like me, maybe you'll enjoy Dreamcatcher as well. Oh, and happy Halloween.